Hello everybody, welcome to How to Play Like a WoW Pro. Today I'm going to be playing in the FV215B, the Collector's Vehicle Heavy Tank, I believe it is. Or maybe it's just a reward tank now, I don't actually know, to be honest. Somebody put in the comments how you get this tank. Anyways, let's go over field mods first. I don't have any, but here's what I would do. I probably would actually go right for this one because this thing gets tracked so easily. And it reaches its top speed pretty easily as well, so going all-terrain isn't going to help that much. It's going to help with acceleration, but it's not going to help with your top speed at all, so I'd probably go right for this one, or neither, probably right though. Especially considering I want to use experimental hardening on this, so going right will boost the track health even more. So if you're using regular hardening, then going right might not be as necessary, but with experimental, I think right is probably the better choice. Parallax, you should always pick. Periscope electric drive is probably what I would pick. And then for this one, this is a tricky one. I'm using a Bounty Turbo right now, and I have 15 reverse speed. So the reverse speed on this thing is absolutely abysmal. So as tempting as it is to take the reload, I think you probably should actually take the plus reverse speed. You could also do neither, but honestly, probably the reverse speed is the best choice. As sad as that is, but I don't know. You could play around with this. Maybe I'm wrong. For this one, just pick the hit points. The aiming speed, this thing already has an incredible gun. It aims extremely fast. The hit points are more than worth it. Especially because this thing, I'm pretty sure, is just all about trading health. This thing has a good amount of health. I have 2,800 right now, which is like pretty solid without field mods. Let's see what it would be with field mods. 2860 with bounty hardening, so that's pretty good. It's in terms of what loadout you should bring in this tank. I think there's one loadout that you should bring probably almost every game, and that is HP Turbo Rammer. Now, there is one important thing to consider though. This thing's fuel tanks and ammo rack are absolutely abysmal, like one of the worst in the game. So definitely I would recommend using experimental hardening, not regular hardening. But I don't have the components to spare right now, so I'm just going to be using regular hardening. So yeah, what is this tank good at? It's good for trading health, trading 2 for 1, just trading away its health because it's relatively okay at side scraping. It's very easy to pen when side scraping, but it's just a small target because it's got a rear mounted turret. It's got a very accurate gun for sniping. It can snapshot extremely well. It's got probably one of the best heavy tank guns in the game, honestly. Maybe the best. Besides that, though, its armor sucks balls. Lower plate, absolute garbage. You can pen these cheeks on here. Side armor, trash. Upper plate can be penned pretty easily, especially with gold. Its turret, you can pen it straight through the mantlet. You can pen its cupola. You can pen it straight through the cheeks a lot of the time if you have high enough pen. If it turns its turret slightly sideways, you can pen it. Its armor is just trash. But yeah, it's still not necessarily a terrible tank. I haven't played it in a very long time, but when I did play it, I was doing pretty well in it. I had 5.2k average damage over 17 battles, which is really good for me. Do I think that is something I would maintain in this thing? Hell no. Especially nowadays because Power-Crept and whatnot, but even so, you can't ignore the fact that the gun on this tank is godly and it has a lot of HP, so you can still make this tank work for sure. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about the tank. Let's go into the first battle. Alright, so we get Mannheim line, full tier 10, 1 artillery. I'm looking, they only have like 4 heavy tanks. I guess they do have like a Minnow and V4 and Yag though, so they still could have a decent amount of stealth. They have 3 IS-7s in a platoon. Now that's the biggest thing to worry about because they're probably going to YOLO somewhere. Whether they're going to YOLO the north or the south, I don't know. But it just means I have to be careful on this side and not push in right away because I could get just straight up YOLO'd. I'm planning to go south, obviously. If you didn't know, south on this map for heavy tanks is basically where I always go and where most other good players go. I'm looking at my team and it looks like no one else wants to come south, which is not good. I'm thinking that I'm not going to push in down there unless their IS-7s all get spotted somewhere. But for now, I'm just going to play around this area and preempt their light tanks. Light tanks often get spotted over there. The reason why I'm not bothering going over there yet is because there's no reason to. I'll just get overran. But it looks like their lights aren't anywhere I can shoot them, so... Alright, there's their IS-7s. That's good info. That means that I can probably take the south, because only an M4 could be down here, as well as their TDs, and maybe a medium. Hopefully not their mediums. That's the biggest threat, like 9.0s, because they can push in. But if it's just a few tanks, their M4 is playing passive, which means that probably they don't have much over here. Okay. This is where like parallax adjustment would be very nice to have. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna push in. I think it's definitely worth it. Because from this position I can, where the Rhino is, I can probably fuck with the minnow. Okay, their RD is -2, so I don't have to worry about him soon. This M4 is commit down. I'm wondering if I can play versus him. I could just YOLO him straight up. I think I'm going to. That's not good. Oh my god. Okay, this is not going as I was hoping. He actually has enough engine power to push me, so I can't push him. Yeah, I need this guy's help to push him. If I want to push that. But that guy doesn't seem interested, so I guess I'm not going to. I can still potentially push him. I'll trade with him. Oh no. Fucking hell, dude. Okay, I played that terribly, but at least he's dead, and now I can actually move up and do something. We are losing the north hard because of the 3 IS-7s. I want to peek this guy, but I'm worried about the V4 back there, but I'm just going to do it anyway, probably. And I'm on fire. Yeah, I survived somehow. I'm not going to be able to escape in time because my engine's dead, so I just need to try to track him or something. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't just get ram killed, but I'll take it. V4 could easily be coming in. He's high HP. STB is coming. My engine is still destroyed. Like I said, the module damage and shit on this tank is god awful. Like, it's truly horrendous. I'm gonna ram this guy for as much damage as I can. Oh my god. That did 0 ram damage, by the way. How? I do not know. It was really awkward fighting here on this thing because of my rear-mounted turret, and I didn't expect the M4 to be able to just shove me around. You just literally just drove forward and shoved me into the water. I thought I would have good engine power on this thing, but I guess not. Not as good as an M4. And then I just bounced a lot of shots. I don't really regret coming south. I think once their IS-7s get spotted north, that's my best play, because it's hard to actually hold a north push. You can't hold from up here easily, and my only other option would be to wait for them to get all the way in our base and then hold from like back here or something, which at that point, if we give up the south and we just give up the north, then we're just suddenly totally surrounded and I get my shit pushed in. So I think I had to try to push out the south there. It's just a shame we play against IS-7, so, you know, 4-minute game or whatever. 4.5 minutes, whatever. What else? think that's pretty much it. I mean, I think pushing that guy is the correct play. I just failed to push him the first time around. And then when he let me go over the second time, then I did manage to do it. I just bounced some shots because I suck. But yeah, that was it for that battle. Let's go next. So I decided to bite the bullet, and I'm using a tier 2 experimental hardening on this thing. I just took it off my 279E. So hopefully that will help with, you know, just everything in my tank getting broken and getting set on fire and ammo racked and stuff. And engine being destroyed. Anyway, so we got Cliff, 2 Artie, which is kind of a pain, and they have a triple 279E platoon. Probably the same platoon as the IS-7s. I think I'm just gonna have to go middle, or maybe I'll snipe at K5. I'm expecting their 279Es. I don't actually know where they'll go. They're either gonna go one line, or they're just all gonna come mid and then maybe go around. They could honestly go anywhere. Basically, I don't want to go somewhere that they're just gonna steamroll over me. I want to be somewhere that I can snipe them as they're coming in or something. But I expect us to probably lose this game, so I'm almost thinking of just going to K5 right off the bat, which is kind of a pussy play, but honestly, I think I should. I know that this is not a very friendly play for my team, but I genuinely think that this is my best play, and because they're going one line now, I feel that especially so. Because winning the one line, then they win the 9 line, then everything in the middle is kind of in a terrible position, so I don't want to be caught in the middle where I'll just get fucked. Sorry. I'm not trying to block this guy. So I'm just gonna be a sniper, I guess. They don't have many tanks to push the 9 line. I could actually push 9 line out. But maybe I should. Maybe I should go middle. I don't know. They don't have the hill right now, so 9 line is viable. They're gonna push around the 1-2 line though. It's the problem. And I kinda wanna be here to farm that. Also, I'm just worried that this KPZ, if I come mid and then he just drives up the hill, then suddenly I'm in a terrible spot because they have the hill again. I'm kind of worried also about getting just spotted up here though. This thing's camo is terrible and I'm just kind of a sitting duck up here. Oh my god. The accuracy on this thing is not as good as I thought it was, by the way. It really is. I mean, it's good, but it's not as good as I thought. I could also camp in the base. That might be better, because they might push the 1-2, and then I could just play at these rocks back here and farm them. But I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see what their 279s do, if they push the 1-2 or if they're going to be pressuring middle instead. I think I'm going to go down low. We're going to lose on the other side. As you can see, their KPZ is on the hill just killing everything. This is probably not going to be a great battle, by the way, but I don't really know what else to do. I mean, they have the whole map, and they would have had the whole map either way. There's no matter where I went. Like, I would just be stuck on the ramp right now. That's where I would be, and they're eventually going to get flanked like this, and then the ramp is kind of trash. All you can kind of do is sit there and try to survive. You can't actually play the game, really. So instead, I'd rather just stay back and farm off of my team's loss, which is greedy, but that's the way it is. Yeah, look where the Caro is right now, and now everybody mid is dying. I could be there right now, and then I would just die. I was hoping that, you know, I would get some damage here before we get completely surrounded, but it seems like that might not even happen. I know that my team is gonna flame me, but I don't really give a shit. Because there was nothing I could have done about this game. Is it better to go to K0 or K1? I don't think so. I'm on fire again. That was an engine fire. As you can see, my engine wasn't even damaged, but I still get set on fire because it's just a % chance. That's unlucky. I'm gonna just die here, but hoping to get out as much damage as possible before that happens. That 279 is dead. Okay, the Caro is behind me, that's not good. My engine's dead again. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, they have triple 279s. Here's what have happened. If I go 1 line, they just take the top, same thing happens. I go 9 line, KPZ takes a hill, I just die. I go middle, I just sit there, and the same thing happens to me as happens to 60p. They have out here, they take this rock, they come out here with the Caro, they have the hill, I'm completely surrounded and I can't do anything. There was literally no options this game, so I don't feel bad whatsoever about camping. I just genuinely don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Maybe there was somewhere better I could have camped, but I don't really think there was, honestly. Maybe like K5. Not up high, but down low. Maybe that would have been better. I don't know, man. Probably would have been better, but I thought I would get some initial bleed of them coming in, but my gun just failed me utterly. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say. Let's just go next, I guess. By the way, I should mention, especially if you don't have tier 2 or tier 3 experimental hardening, you could just, if you only have tier 1, I would probably run config instead, just improve config. I like the experimental hardening more in general because it also gives you extra HP and more track health, which config I believe does not. But yeah, if you only have tier 1, then you might as well just pick config. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to just picking config in general as well, but I just prefer the extra HP. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if our engine gets broken again. I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll see. We at Westfield, tier 9 matchup. This thing is not a great tank for this map because it has a rear mounted turret and because it's gun depression. It's okay, but it's not great. I think over the side it might be better actually. Looks like it is. I think. So maybe I can get around it that way. I don't want to get shot by a TD. Okay, there's a serve. Let's try to shoot him. Fortunately, we miss. If he lurches forwards and I can shoot down on the top of his turret, then I can pen it, but otherwise it's not gonna happen. Because it will be an auto bounce angle, I believe. Right now, I don't really want to play here. It's kind of a ton of people there already. I'm kind of just chilling and waiting for now. As you can see, their 5A is taking the outside over here, so that's another reason why I don't want to play in this corner. He can peek wide and potentially bleed me if I play where that guy is. Yeah, see? So, I'm just staying back for now. I'm looking at the rest of the map, and it seems like we're not winning or losing the other side. It's kind of just even, which is good because I don't want to miss out if we win or lose the other side and then they get surrounded or we get surrounded. That would be bad. Okay. We need to deal with this guy somehow because he's kind of preventing us from doing anything. Our S-Skunk will go for him and then we'll be okay. It looks like we're starting to lose the other side, I think. All their TDs are spotted, so I can play aggressive on this ridgeline, I think. I'm just gonna trade shots with this guy. Go for the tracking. Hopefully this guy doesn't shoot me. It looks like... Okay, he's dead, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't really want to take a shot, but I guess I just am. The game is over anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Apparently we're winning the other side. It's hard to tell when everything outside of your view range, or outside of your render, you can't know what HP they're on, so it's a lot of the time hard to tell whether you're winning across the whole, like, on the other side of the map. So, you know, it looked like it was kind of close, and then suddenly, boom, there's, like, a bunch of them are dead, and we're just winning again, so... It's one of the challenges. Now it's just clean up. Not a great game. I probably could have traded my health away sooner, but I didn't realize we were winning until it was too late to do so. Nice. Oh, man. I'm usually good at those kind of reflex shots at the end of the game on the arties, but man, I was not feeling confident there, especially because I had HE loaded, which has bad shell velocity, but we hit it, so sick. Yeah, my aim just doesn't feel, you know, fantastic or anything right now. I haven't been warming up very much. Alright, so 3.5k damage, pretty trash, pretty trash. These are booster, daily double or whatever. Pretty bad game. Not much to say really. I'm gonna hold off on that. I don't want to use free XP. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else I should have done differently besides maybe pushed in sooner, but that VZ was kind of preventing me. There was probably some opportunity to do something there. I know it kind of sucks. I'm supposed to be the one teaching you guys what, or telling you guys what I should have done differently, and I don't even really know. I would have to watch it back. But let's just go next for now. Okay, we get Empire's Border. East spawn. One thing I've noticed so far just playing this, I haven't played this in a long time like I said, but what I'm noticing so far is the rear mounted turret is really annoying in a lot of positions. It's just very awkward when you're trying to peek over a ridge, but you have to do it like sideways because your turret's on the back of your tank. Alright, in this matchup they have a lot of very heavy tanks, like Mouse, E100, IS4, BZ, 60p. I think that most of them are going to play around this area here at K2, so that's kind of where I want to be to get all the damage, because those are the tanks that I want to farm the most, because they have so much health. But the thing is, it's kind of risky to go down there from this side. The other side has an advantage, so I'm not going to go down there unless I see that a lot of my teammates are also going. And so far it doesn't look like that's the case. We would need probably like, I would need at least like 3 or 4 teammates in order for me to feel comfortable going down there. Otherwise it's just a no-go for me. And I'll just default to playing up here, which is what I usually do in fast tanks, or when I'm not confident in taking stealth, which is most of the time. So most of the time I just play in this area here, in the middle, up where the 140 is. Okay, we got some support. Nothing is spotted coming up yet, but no one's actually poking it, so... I'm thinking I'm going to try to play this corner, but they still have a lot of unspotted heavy tanks, so I don't really want to commit in exactly. I'd rather just stay back and farm. It's just too risky to push up there because we can get overran. Like, yeah, I'm almost thinking I have to run already. Or I can play this rock, maybe. We need help, though. We need this E3 to come help us. Because these two are gonna die, and I can't really do anything to help them with that. So then they're gonna push us after. I'm just banking on the fact that I'm gonna be able to side scrape well and help them out. Probably should cross over here, honestly. Getting stuck at the rock is probably bad. Okay, we're gonna get our shit pushed in. I'm just gonna do as much damage as I can before we all die. Oh my god, he just died. Okay, that bounces. I should have just ran, I guess. You know, I didn't expect this to get steamrolled that fucking hard. They have like 9 tanks here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say. This was a mistake, I guess. I should have just went high. They had too many tanks here to hold. I knew that we were going to be at a disadvantage, but the problem is these 2-2-7-7s just died for free before we could even trade off any damage at all. So that's just -2 tanks. So now it's only like a 3 versus fucking 7 or 8 or however many they had. I thought the E3 was going to stay back here and make a crossfire, but he pushed in and died like instantly, which was really bad. And I didn't have enough space here to get off enough damage before they drove in. Like, my plan was to bleed them as they're coming in, but this BZ just sent it across the open field, and this team just YOLO'd in. They weren't slow about it whatsoever. I was hoping I could get out like 3k damage, but yeah. This was just a terrible mistake on my part. This session is pretty bad, and it's mostly my own fault, but part of it is a couple of the games are just, you know, unlucky. 22279, triple IS7, those games were pretty tough, but this one was on me. Okay, we had 4 battles, but I want to have at least a couple decent games before I end this live, so I'm going to keep playing. We get Proc, North Spawn, 2 Arties, full tier 10. This is finally a map where I feel pretty confident that we'll have a decent game, because Proc is pretty easy mode. You might be saying, how is it easy mode? There's 2 Arties. I would say, if you're afraid of the Arties, just don't peek middle. Just snipe up at the hill, and don't get spotted, and then you'll probably be fine. And that's exactly what I'm going to do this game. I'm just going to snipe up at the hill, play safe from the Arties, probably. Usually I would go to the mid right here and use this rock as cover from their TDs in the back, and then get a couple shots in on the middle, but this tank is just too slow for that, I think. So unless one of my teammates were to peek middle and take the Artie shots for me, then it's just not worth peeking the mid, because if I peek the mid solo, I'm in such a slow tank, both of the Arties are going to hit me, and plus I'll probably get hit by their TDs because they'll be in position by the time I get there because I'm so slow. So instead of going mid, I'm going to come over here for that reason. I usually like to knock over this thing, but this thing doesn't have too many shells, so I'm not going to do that yet. This thing can get in the way sometimes, but okay, our EBR is playing super aggro. Just gonna snipe. I am spotted, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Hopefully their arty is aimed at our S-Conk. Okay, there's one arty shot at C1, so I don't have to worry about one arty. Both arty shot there. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna ask this EBR Let's say I'll help you and ping the hill because we have no one spotting the hill right now. This 140 hopefully will go up and spot it. But if our ABR plays hill, that would be super nice for me anyways because I get to do damage off of that. There's the ABR. That's a Panzer 7 in the open. I wonder if I can get an angle on him. Am I spotted right now? No. EBR didn't get an angle on me. Spot me apparently, so I'm safe from that. Don't want to get shot from the hill. I'm turning backwards just because the reverse speed on this tank is very bad. This does leave me open if I get spotted to potential arty pens, so I've got to be ready for that. But it's just quicker to escape down if I get spotted by something. So that's why I'm doing that. And this is a common strategy that I would use on this tank, is turning backwards. Okay, I gotta be careful because Hill will shoot me if I get spotted. Yeah, okay, I need to get into cover. And that's why I turned backwards. And I'm just gonna turn sideways for a second just so that Artie doesn't hit me. Okay, there's a something going on over there. I think it makes hull downs on the 1-2 line. It's all like a short video. I think that's what that does. These guys can potentially push the hill, but we don't know what's back there. They have a couple unlit tanks like the Leo and the 140. Okay, nothing. Our Hori is pushing up over there. I kind of want to rotate towards the middle, maybe, in a second. Because our Hori might get some lights on the 1-2, but at the same time, we're pushing the hill, so it's kind of split. I'm going to turn my front towards this way so that I'm ready to drive over there in case something gets lit on the 1-2. I can get penned in the turret, so I can't necessarily peek this guy just all carefree, like, I have to be careful about it. Ouch. Okay, he's firing damage shells, which is nice. I'm gonna move over here now. I'm wondering, we have no one spotting from like the S-conk angle, so I might spot something if I peek up here. Nope. In like those bushes, I mean. Okay, H1 is something I've got to watch out for though. Maybe the grill is there. So I gotta like not peek too high. I really hope that our team will just push over the hill. I know it's kind of risky for them, but if they risk it and it works, then we would be in a great position because we would cut the map into one force. They would be stuck in the corner of the map, basically.
Moving to cover your flank. I appreciate it.
Maybe they can go underneath as well. I know I'm kind of spam pinging. I'm gonna stop in a second, but I really want them to push that. So I'm kind of just waiting around for that. They still have 13 tanks on their team, even though we have this much map control, so they have a lot of tanks just in K1, probably. I could spot, maybe. Spot mid for the guys on hill, but I've got to be careful if I do that. Probably would have to turn backwards. They aren't aimed at mid anyways right now, so it's not worth it. Wonder if I can shoot one too. I could go over the rails right now. I'm gonna do it. I missed. That's so bad. We need to kill this guy before he gets to the rock, or else I'm in a terrible spot. I missed again. Okay, I'm going back over it. This guy's not gonna become unkillable and he's gonna play up there. I can't, this is bad. I'm gonna take a VZ shot. Okay, he missed one. And we only take one for that. That's very fortunate. We could have gotten farmed by the 140 as well, for example. Can't believe we didn't win the south fight. Yeah, the 140's out of render and I can potentially shoot these guys. I just need to be careful. I don't know if someone's at H1 up there. Probably not, but Yeah, our STB is pushed up. I don't think there's anyone there, but I could be wrong. Yeah, he just died. It's 140 I need to kill. Man. This guy gonna peek me? No. I'm so low profile I can barely see this Leo. Okay, we lost the hill. That's really bad. I think I either... So the problem is they're gonna flank through the east. Where is the best place to go right now? I think the best place to go is A6, probably. Their 140 is dead, actually. T92 killed him. So it's just gonna be their Leo on the east. I could potentially make it to the island or something, or just stay at A6 and try to deal with him, but I need to hurry. Because if he gets down to here, I'm gonna get spotted and then shot from the middle. So I need to get to the right side of the tracks. This is a very risky play because I can get spotted and shot from the mid. Also, I'm lower HP than the Leo, so I need to try to out-trade him somehow. I can play A8 as well. So there's like a little cubby down here. I can go play here. That way I can get a few free shots in as he's coming. Should I go A8 or here? I think I should go here. I'm just hoping I can make it. If I can't make it, then I should play here. Their Leo is not spotted yet though, so don't really know what's going on with that. I'm making sure to stay out of spotting distance of the edge of the hill. So it looks like I'm gonna make it, which is great. I'm hoping to surprise this Leo and then catch him in the open. That would be ideal. I don't want to get spotted from the edge of the hill, so I think I'm just gonna aim here. I'm gonna go up here and aim like here and hope to catch him in the open field. Okay.
Enemy armor is damaged. Track hit. Enemy is hit. Enemy is hit.
Ah, he penned me. Fuck. Oh my god, man. Their Leo did the boost up here and went around. That is very, very passive of him. I much more expected him to either drive through like this or to just drive across the open field. The fact that he cleared this was really bad for me. If their EBR didn't show up though, I would have killed him anyways, which, you know, then I might have been able to get out some more damage, but in reality, if you think about it, like, I just got off 2,000 damage on that Leo when my team is losing really badly. It's not necessarily a bad thing that that happened, because otherwise, if I had just sat around and not fought anybody, not taken a 1v1, I would just be somewhere and get caught in the open. Like, I'd just get caught in the open somewhere. Like if I was in A2, I would just get caught in the open and get shot from 100 different angles as all my teammates are dying, and I wouldn't have gotten out any damage because I would have just died instantly. At least this way I died slowly and was able to trade off my health. So I'm not unhappy with that result. Looks like we had a blind or something too. Nice. 4.3k. Not what I was looking for, but considering how badly we lost, I think it was okay. Just a shame they didn't like contest the hill, so we didn't get very much farm on the hill. We just got farm on that line, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that battle. I want one more good battle, one more above 3.5k at least. So I'm gonna play one more. Alright, we got Fisherman's Bay. North spawn tier 8 matchmaking, thank the Lord. I gotta say, by the way, I'm actually enjoying this quite a lot. Like this tank, it's kind of a challenge to play in a good way. Because its platform is just very wonky, but it has a good gun at least, so it's not that the most frustrating thing is having a shit gun on a tank, I think. So in this situation, I think I'm probably just gonna play in the city. Actually, no, I'm gonna play middle. So basically, what I'm looking at right now is their tier 10s. All of their tier 10s, or 3/4 of them, are heavy tanks, including the Panzer 7 and the E5. And so I'd rather just not fight the tier 10s, I'd rather just fight the tier 9s and tier 8s, so instead I'm going to go middle. They also have a lot of TDs, which I'm hoping will get spotted on this ridge, and then I can shoot them from the position I'm about to go to. No one else is coming mid besides the Centurion. Hopefully I get there before him, because I'd really like this position just solo. There's no light tanks, so probably nothing will spot the TDs, but I'm hoping maybe someone will take 1-2 line or something. Maybe we'll get lights that way. Gotta be careful of getting spotted here. I am a heavy tank, so I get spotted right through the bushes very easily. I'm just gonna spot check this, so basically I just poked, seeing if I get spotted from right in front of me. Looks like I'm not, which is good. Basically, the city on this map feels very much like a stalemate a lot of the time, and that's what I don't really like about it. Like, I will go city if I have to in this game, or on this map, but I'd rather not if there's like some other viable option, just because of how trash the city is. They have a lot of tank city right now though, so I could rotate there. You can sometimes shoot someone playing there, so I've got to watch for that. This guy is going on the outside. I need to go rotate and shoot him. You should back up right into here, I think. Maybe not, though. Okay, where's he gonna go? Might just sit there. I'm getting some insane rolls, which I'm not complaining about. We bounced that. We're losing the city, kind of, but we still have like 3 tanks at the back, so I'm not worried about them pushing all the way through. Scorpion. Once I stop getting shots here, I'm gonna think about how I can engage the city. Oh, bad shot. Oh shit, I got spotted. Okay. Ouch. Okay, I need to get safe from this Scorpion and the concept. I'm gonna back up. I want to stay safe from that corner too. Just gotta watch out for that. This 50B. If I can get him a little bit lower health, then I can push in maybe. Or my teammates make him a little lower health. Because I want to play this corner here and play against their tanks, but... Oh my god, are you kidding me? We do have some tanks middle, so they're covering me from like the concept pushing up. That's not really a problem. Nice, this guy's making mistakes. I wanna, if you can tell, we're winning this game. So I'm wondering whether I should go this way to the west or play the city. I think I'm gonna play the city because they have a lot of tanks here. Oh god. Okay, this was a mistake taking this route, but I think we can make it work. Yeah, loading HU helped me get the one shot there. That was dumb. I kind of forgot about that angle. I'm gonna try attacking from this angle. I don't know if our teammates are spotting this E5, for example, on that corner, but I still have a lot of HP, so I'm just gonna push in, probably. Gotta be a little bit careful, but should be good. I am like a 3 or 4 shot, but I have a lot of support behind me, so it's alright. 500 roll. I'm getting lucky with the rolls, I gotta say. I'm just gonna take the hit and shoot this guy. Because I don't think I'm gonna get to the damage in the west, or at least not much of it, so I'm okay with trading away my HP for more damage here. That was a bad shot. Okay. Now we just race to the west, try to get as much damage as we can, and remaining probably won't get much. The concept was playing here, their concept 5, but he probably left. But he could still be there, so I'll keep that in mind in case he's playing in that bush line over here. I gotta be careful about driving across the open field because I have no armor. Oh god, I'm lit. Trying to stay safe from the building, or like the buildings over here. Could he be right there? Oh, shot, right? It's probably over here. The Concept 5 spotting for his team, but I don't know. Or it was something else that spotted me. I'm not sure what I was exposed to angle-wise. Yeah, I'm not perma-spotted, so that tells me their concept was in their base. Somewhere in here. Can I push up to here? I think I can, but I'm not positive. Nope. No, I can't. Jesus Christ, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, I didn't think he would be re-peeking into that. I'm gonna wait for the concept to get spotted, probably. Because the tortoise should spot him soon if he's still where I think he is. Oh, he left. Still have shots though. Cool. Where's the Cobra? Oh, I do have a shot actually, it's just puny. Okay. Pretty solid game. 5.5k damage, 2,000 assists. A lot of it was tracking, it looks like. No, it's about half and half. This thing doesn't have many shells. If you look, I only have 11 APCR and 1 HE left, so yeah, it's not great. Honestly, I think I enjoyed this session so much, even though it was kind of shit, that I kind of want to do another 215B video after this, so that's probably what the next video will be. Or maybe I'll split it up and do a different video after this, and then do a 215B, like, after that video. We'll see. Yeah, first class mastery badge, 5.5k damage, 2,000 assist. Pretty terrible session. We only got 3,100 average damage over 6 games, which is very, very bad. That Empire's Border game was definitely the worst game. I could have easily done 5k plus damage that game, but I just made a very dumb decision to push the south. Not super impressed with the tank so far, but I don't have field mods, and I think field mods will help a lot on this tank. More HP, parallax adjustment for better accuracy, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna try to grind out some field mods as well, and see how this tank goes. I guess another thing I would say, after playing this tank, I think that picking neither for this one is probably okay, because a lot of the time, when I'm playing a ridgeline, I'm playing backwards anyways, so I don't actually need the reverse speed, I'm just using my front to drive away. Because I need to peek backwards anyways, so that my turret is like in the front, I guess in the back. But I'm peeking, so the enemies are this way, the ridge is right here. I peek up with my ass facing them a lot of the time, and so I don't even need the reverse speed. Because if I tried to peek over like this direction, then they would just shoot my lower plate because of I'm rear mounted turret. So yeah, probably neither for this one, but I don't know. Could be wrong about that. Anyways, that's all for today. See you guys soon.